Hello and welcome to this Dawn Busters Taste Challenge. Okay, we have, and you're gonna laugh, I guess, at this little bottle. Benchmark Old Number 8. McAfee's Benchmark Old Number 8. I know I don't have a proper bottle. It's about $8.99 around here, but I got this little bottle at Martin Wine Cellar for $1.39. So I said, oh, what the heck. It's cheaper by the ounce if you get the regular size bottle, though. Introduced in 1968, 80 proof. It was introduced as Seagram's Benchmark Old Number 8. But when Seagram's blew apart in 2000, a lot of their brands were snapped up by Sazerac. So that's what it is today. And they added the McAfee's Benchmark Old Number 8. And they changed the bottle design. Looks curiously like something else, doesn't it? An Old Number 8. Let's see, what company uses an old number or something? If you look at the old Seagram's benchmark design, it's a lot different. Okay. Well, we're going against Redemption High Rye, introduced in 2010, 92 proof. So it's from Indiana. This is from Kentucky. This is aged 1 year. This is aged 3 years. This is High Rye. And if you look at the Sazerac website, they'll tell you that Redemption, McAfee's is High Rye, Benchmark is High Rye. So will I be able to tell them apart? I was able to tell the ancient age from the Redemption. It wasn't easy, but I think the thing that gave it away was the higher proof. And I'll be honest, I don't really like these high proof whiskeys. Once it gets to 80 proof, which is where it has to be minimally. Yeah, I like the 80 proof. That's like perfect for me and I guess most people in America. You get up to 92, 101. I don't like it. Like I got the Sacred Bond brandy, the 100 proof bottled in bond brandy. It tastes very good. Okay, so I'm not saying that it tastes bad or anything like that, but it's just too strong. I said, boy, I'll be glad when this bottle's gone because it's just too strong. And it ultimately is unpleasant. Like a lot of high gravity lagers. I mean, they might taste good, but they're too strong. I don't know. It just doesn't work usually for me. All right. I got some websites here. I got Redemption, Our Whiskey. They say, we think you can never have too much rye. So our high rye bourbon recipe approaches the upper limits of allowable rye grain in a bourbon mash bill. Okay. Taste profile: classic sweet backbone of bourbon with strong notes of rye spice to add to the vanilla and caramel flavors of the whiskey. It's kind of a run-on sentence. Great for sipping or classic cocktails. 60% corn, 30%, 36% rye, 4% barley malt. Yeah, I don't know what they mean by the upper limits of rye because it has to be 51% corn, and I may have to go recheck, but I don't think there's any kind of other requirements, right? So I think it could be 49% rye if they wanted it to be. It could be 49% rye and 51% corn. So if they're saying that they don't think you could have too much rye, why don't they make Redemption Super High Rye, 51% corn and 49% rye? And why don't they age it more than a year? Okay, but you know, I'm not here to rip on it, but I did pay 23 bucks for the bottle, so I guess I can rip on it if I'd like. Benchmark, named after the McAfee brothers who surveyed a site just north of Frankfurt in the late 1700s. Look what it says right here on greatbourbon.com/great-bourbons $. This rye recipe bourbon is yet another label that honors the storied history of the distillery and the land it sits on. That's Buffalo Trace Distillery, formerly Shinley, I think it was called. And then it was Blanton Distillery. The nose bears caramel notes with a delicate stone fruit backdrop. A robust and sturdy palate with some fine leather notes mingling with dry tobacco, a touch of oak, and a hint of dried cherries. I don't know if I ever noticed all that, but that's what they're saying. The finish is smooth and calming. Okay. All right, so this is straight whiskey, okay? Straight bourbon whiskey, I should say. Kentucky Sour Mash. All right. Okay. MB8. McAfee's Benchmark 8. I tried to do it like that. I'm telling you, this redemption is 20. If I'm drinking something that's $23 a bottle, it better really beat up on something that's $9 a bottle, right? You would hope. Now, my friend David tried this day before yesterday, and he said, that's okay. He wasn't too impressed, honestly. He said he didn't see much to it. He's kind of picky about things. Some things he's picky about, and other things you'd be shocked, you know, like giving Miller Genuine Draft an A, 95 out of 100, you know, so he just thinks it's really great. Okay, Benchmark's won many awards, and it gets a 90 on Wine Enthusiasts. All right. Benchmark does well in contests. Redemption, I don't know. They don't really talk about it. Let's see. Do they? I don't see anything about awards. Okay, get off. I'll just click off of that for now. I don't need that on anymore. All right. Well, they both look about the same. That typical gold that you get with whiskey, right? Bourbon whiskey. I don't see any alcohol legs over here. Well, maybe a little. Over here, it's more pronounced. Is this the Benchmark? Yeah. Huh. Strange. 92 proof. Think you have alcohol legs. All right, so I would not have bought the redemption anyway. Tanya Mikowski, who's got her own channel, she told me, I'd like to do redemption whiskey. What do you think? She wanted to examine it. I said, Tanya, I can't. They don't sell that around here. I checked their website. They had a locator tool. It's not sold in Louisiana. Oh, she said, oh, okay. Literally like the next day. Or maybe it was 2 days later, but it was very soon. It shows up at Mathern's. The Redemption, Redemption Rye, and the High Rye. I said, well, it's here. And there's one bottle left. They sold all of it. There's one bottle left on that counter. I guess they'll reorder it once they sell that one. But they may not. It might have just been a special offer that maybe a distributor wanted to test it, see how it did. A lot of times I've noticed they'll send stuff to Mathern's as like a test. And then maybe it will come back, and then, you know, maybe it won't. But and if I see it, because I'm always in there, I'll pick it up, right? Walmart gets some test items, I guess, like Bockholt Pilsner from Belgium, made by Martens. But I don't like those 11.2 ounce bottles, and it's about $7. And I didn't buy it. I think it's going to taste just like all those other Trader Joe's Martens Pilsners. They're fine, and the ones you get at Aldi. I mean, they're fine, store brand, but you can always tell they're not a real brand. Like, you never see it at any other store except for Aldi or Trader Joe's. It's a house brand. It's not a real brand that you would see at any store. And they always taste pretty good, but they're always sort of like inferior to the good stuff like Stella Artois or Heineken or Grolsch, especially Grolsch beats them all up, you know. So it's kind of funny. I need to go by Trader Joe's again and get some more obscure, strange, and not quite right products. There's always, and it shows forth even more with their fortified wine and their liquor. like you get the sherry. You say, that's an unusually low price, $4.99 for sherry. And then you drink it and you say, oh, I see why. It's like a reject from this famous Spanish company. Here, you buy Trader Joe's, which is Aldi. Okay. And then people will buy it, you know, because I'm going to Trader Joe's. I'm going to buy their bourbon. I'll save $1. I'll save 5% on the bill, and it'll be 40% worse. I'm not ripping on Trader Joe's because they do sell a lot of regular brands over there, a lot of Louisiana brands, and they have good prices. So I'm just giving them a hard time. I mean, I like to go there about 3 or 4 times a year. What's up, Ron? Says Captain Steez. Well, what's up? I'm testing these bourbons out in a taste challenge. Okay, this one smells caramel, like the fruit, the dried flowers. It's like candied fruit to me. They're saying stone fruit. To me, it's candied fruit. A little syrupy. It's got to be the benchmark. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. This one over here. But I don't want to rush to judgment. This seems a little more peppery in the nose and maybe a little more alcohol burn. So this has got to be the Redemption High Rye. Now, which one smells better? But there is a little sourdough bread in there, so I don't know now. I guess they're about the same quality, not the same, but I mean, as far as their quality standards seem about the same. They don't smell exactly the same. Let's go with the taste. So I think initially this is benchmark and that's Redemption, but let's see. In case you say, drink it in the morning, drink it in the morning. I mean, look what I'm drinking. This, what, 3 ounces total? I mean, I'm not recommending that you do that. I'm not professing that people should do this. I'm just saying I'm doing it because it's convenient. Here at Dawn Busters with the sun slowly coming up. Then I can go do other things. Okay. All right. Okay. I think I'm getting this straight here. Let's see now. It's tough, man. It is really tough. This is not clear cut. I was worried about this because last night I was thinking, when I set the bottle out, I said, I don't know. There's too many crossing factors, right? Like, well, this is 92 proof. Yeah, okay, and that one's 80 proof. So that should make a difference, 46% alcohol versus 40. But on the other hand, they're both high rye, so that cancels out. One is sour mash, the other one isn't. And I think the most important factor is one is aged only a single year, which is, I think a lot of people would say that's highly questionable, you know, for a bourbon. It's only aged in the barrel 1 year. Come on, man. And the other one here is straight bourbon aged 3 years. So I think it's becoming like, you know, this one has these things going for it. This one has these things within its crossing. Now the price, you got to really consider that unless you're just totally reckless with your money, because you're paying $9 a bottle for one and you're paying $23 a bottle for the other, and they're not appreciably different. Not appreciably different. So, and I say that with beer sometimes, and people get furious. Some people get furious. How could you say that? How could you say that? You're stupid. I say I'm not stupid, and I know what I'm talking about. And anyway, I can only taste for myself. I can't taste for you, right? And when I taste these things and they're not appreciably different, I'm going to say it. I'm not here to cover. I'm not here to run cover for a brand, okay? Ronan Grayson says, you going to take some of that with you to get some beads today? No. Why? There's no parades today. They don't start till tomorrow. No parades on Monday and Tuesday, the week before Mardi Gras. No. Oh, there used to be 20 years ago when Metairie, Louisiana was big time parade area. It used to have 24 parades there. Now it's dropped to 10. It's dying over there. It's going up in New Orleans, but I'm kind of boycotting New Orleans. But I don't have to spend money to watch a parade, see? So I don't have to violate the boycott. I can just watch. That's free. The greatest free show on earth, right? Then I can go on the way home, cross the parish line into Jefferson Parish outside the New Orleans city limits and buy food and drink. So you can, and then I think there's going to be some interesting antics during these parades with the crews. They're already throwing the Robert E. Lee Monument beads. They're told, you are not to throw those beads. They're like, right, sure. And it's going to be more. It's going to be a lot worse because of the monument removal. So they asked for it. Now they're going to get it. And some of the costumes people are going to wear. Oh, boy, there are going to be some controversial costumes on that street this week coming up. I'm afraid you're going to see a lot of gray-clad fellows. Gray-clad fellows. But with some flags, you know, red, white, and blue flags. Got to support the old red, white, and blue with stars. Now, I didn't say what kind of design that flag would have. Okay, I used to go to a bar called The Station in Baton Rouge a lot. Ah, right, I've heard of that. I'm just going to watch some live streams. Okay. The Station. All right. I guess the big one in Baton Rouge is chimes. Chimes. Wow. Enough blab. I do that blabbing because it helps me drink on it and kind of think on it in the back of my head. And if I'm differentiating, this is going to be hard. I mean, don't. But oh, back to the other thing. I don't try to run cover for brands, okay? I can only taste for myself. I can only answer for me. Everybody can start their own video channel and do their own tasting and say, this is what I think. Fine, do that. But if I taste a beer that's moderately priced and it's just as good as the one that's expensive, I'm going to say it. And I'm not, if you say I'm stupid, you're dumb, okay. Instead of saying all those things, why don't you just do your own channel? Taste your own stuff. Tell us what you think. I won't call you dumb or stupid. I will not. I will not say ugly things to you. I just might say something like, well, I don't agree. I thought it tasted all right. I already told a fellow beer reviewer he didn't want to talk about it. Yeah, you don't want to talk about it. I told him, I said, fine, anytime, anywhere on the internet where I said something ugly to another beer reviewer, and I will send you money. And that was a true offer. I was going to send him money. No response. No, he didn't want to talk. Of course he wasn't going to talk about it because he wasn't going to get the money because there's no evidence of any ugliness from me. So I'm doing the positive energy projection. So if I'm doing a positive energy projection, why would I say something ugly? I wouldn't. I have no need to do that. Well, I think I got it narrowed down and I think I got it right, but it was tough. I think this is the redemption. Now it's starting to evidence some alcohol eggs. Okay, that's a good sign. But I think this is redemption because it's got a stronger rye taste. No, not really. A stronger alcohol burn. Yes. So let's do the reveal. Boy, I hope I'm right because I'm feeling a little intimidated right now, but it's got to be. It's got to be. It's got to be. They're both minty, mentholated, that kind of thing. All right, so I feel better now. Ooh, I got it right. I did it. I did it. I did it. I did it. Barely. So this is the McAfee's benchmark. This is the Redemption Rye. I got them correct. But why is that? Flavor? No. What did I say? It's the alcohol burn. Now, so that could be a factor for you. I don't know. It's not a factor for me. I just was preaching about how I don't like high alcohol products. That 80 proof is right where I want to be. I never want to go above 80 proof. I just don't. It doesn't appeal to me. I don't like it. But you might be into that. I'm not judging you if that's, some people only drink 100 proof or above because that's what they like. Okay, so, but that was the deciding factor right there, the alcohol level. But I don't see where that makes it better. To me, it's a detraction. So now I have a friend, Jared. He drinks this Elijah Craig barrel proof. He said, try this. It's awesome. You know, the greatest thing ever. And he didn't really say that, but like it's awesome. 128 proof. I said, okay. Oh, I tried it. All right. And it was horrible. I told him, I said, that was the worst stuff. I say, I'm not saying it's not high quality, but it's wrong. It's not cut. I said, why would you not cut it? It's supposed to be cut down to 80 proof. It's like you have an unfinished product, Jared. He's like, no, you're wrong. You're wrong. I said, no, I'm not wrong. I just don't agree. If you like it, drink it. But it's like the beers that they don't let finish in the finishing tank. And they say, look how hazy it is. Well, of course it's hazy. It's not finished. As we see it now. Okay, I'm qualifying my statement. As we see it. Now, I know somebody's going to go, oh, you're behind the times. This is the thing today. Everybody wants the haze bombs, the hazy beers. You're an old man. You're washed up. You're not with the program. Get with the damn program, on and on. I recognize that, okay? I don't want to be with the program. I don't care about the program, all right? I never split with the program because I never jumped on with the program. When all the hazy stuff started coming out, I was early on criticizing it. I wasn't, but then people approach it with me like I'm troubled by it. Why would I be troubled by it? Why would I even care? I don't care. If you want to drink hazy IPAs, so-called IPAs that taste like fruit juice, there's no skin off my back. I don't care if you drink that. That's wonderful. I mean, you should drink it. You should love it and adore it, buy it, chase after it, wait in line 10 hours, get it, brag about it, post it on Facebook how you found it. And you're not going to, but you bought it for $20 a bottle and you might flip it for 36. I mean, I am so proud of what you're doing. But yet at the same time, I'm completely indifferent to it. Do you understand that? Indifference means I don't care either way. That makes sense. Okay, thank you. I don't mind being out of style or behind the times. If Rate Beer Advocate, and Untapped give all these hazy, fruity beers 1,000 out of 100, I mean, I am just delighted that people enjoyed it. And because if I wasn't delighted, it would violate my whole principle. Because what do I always say on my channel? Drink what you want to drink. People should drink whatever they want to drink. So if I was to say people shouldn't drink it, it would violate all my principles. So I'm not going to violate my principle. Okay, Ronan says, anyway, I've been watching your reviews for a while. This is the first time I've seen you stream it. Yeah, I usually stream about 4 times a week or less. Just wanted to tell you that I enjoy the videos you do outside. Keep up the good content. Gotta go to work now. Oh, okay. Well, have a good day. And I do like to do the outside videos. I'm about to open this window because it's going to warm up to about 71 today. So Jacob Miller says, good morning, Jay. The haze craze. Yeah. I'm not preaching against it. I'm just talking about it. See, if you talk about something, doesn't mean you're against it, does it? I just don't know why that's a craze. But I don't want to get caught up in that, okay? This was a taste challenge. This is not a rant and rave with Ronald, okay? It's not. So anyway, the moral of this story is that you could pay 23 bucks or you could pay $9.99 and you're not getting really anything better. So why would you pay the 23? But it's your money. Do what you want. Doesn't matter to me, especially since your interests don't conflict with my interests, right? So I like to chat with people here on the live chat. It's fun. That's what makes the whole hangout worth it. I mean, the whole hangout is to chat and talk and have a good time with alcohol, wine, and beer, not to build my channel and build my brand and, you know, get all these subs and say, oh, look at me. I'm a great marketer. I don't care about all that. And now on Facebook, I'm not too chatty. I even put that in my Facebook description. I am not chatty. Now that should mean something to somebody, but I still get the chatters say, hey, what's up? Oh, nothing. Just eating breakfast. Oh, what are you eating? What are you doing? How about this? How about that? How about this? How about that? And I say, you know, I just want to let you know I'm not chatty. You know, I'm not really into chatting about those kind of things. If I do a chat on Facebook, it's usually something specific like, let's meet at 6:30 because then we'll have time to drive to the stadium. How about that? And then the other person will say, okay, that sounds good. I'm going to call you. Here's my number. That's what we chat about. Not just casual, what I call chit chat. Now, I know some people love to do that. They're really into texting and they do this all day. You know, this is their all day thing. What's up? What's happening? What are you eating? I comb my hair this way. How do you comb your hair? But that's not me. Sorry. I can't do it. I'm not going to do it. I refuse to do it. It won't happen. It will not happen. Okay. So now you know, and some of y'all already knew. All right. So have a nice day. Who's the winner here? Well, you notice I never called a winner. There's no winner. In my booklet, there's no winner. I don't know how you could say there's a winner. They taste 99% the same. The only thing that differentiated them was the alcohol level, which you could feel more than taste. If you want to be techno, like Larry Holmes said, Benchmark wins by default because it's so much cheaper. Now, so there's the sun coming out. I got to go. I thought I was going to cut the grass, but I think it's going to rain most of the day. So that's a scratch. That's a washout. I might have to wait till Thursday. So I was disgusted by that. But, you know, I say cut the grass. It's more like cut the weeds. The grass is still dead from the freeze, but, you know, the clover and other stuff starting to come into play and it's looking ragged. So it's going to be a hit or miss thing, but probably more like a miss. But we'll see. We'll monitor it. We have all day. So, all right. Take care, people. And, oh, what's coming next? Good question. No one asked that question. I'm just questioning myself. I would like to do the redemption versus Old Crow. Now, I don't think Old Crow is a high rye mash bill, but it is aged 3 years, and it is a straight bourbon. So, and it is only $8. I think one store has it for $8.99 or $9.99. Okay, $9.99. Same thing as this. Okay, so $10. The McAfee's $9. And then we'll do Jim Beam, which is about what, $13. Then Jim Beam Choice. I don't think there's any way that Redemption's going to beat Jim Beam Choice. I don't think that's going to happen, but you never know. Then we'll do Jack Daniels and Jack Daniels Green Label, and that'll be it. You know, Redemption will be retired for the time being, and then we'll do the Barton Blended Whiskey and see how that goes. I think it'll go all right. Thank you.